welcome to What the Fuck Wednesdays. Before I do my vlogs, I usually check out the TV to catch up on regular events, news and other such spiel that may be happening around the world to get an idea of what to talk about. And while watching it this morning, I came to a very clear vision, and that is that most people talk utter bollocks. I mean, they really talk utter bollocks. So there, and they're talking about the latest news article that is in a paper, or that has been on the radio, or that someone may have done, and stuff like this, and they want to really bring concerns and interests and issues towards the public. But they're contradictory. Stupid bastards. 1 week they're there saying you shouldn't smoke weed, it's terrible, it's awful for you, it causes schizophrenia, it causes depression, it does all this, it does all that. The next week they're discussing the medical benefits of marijuana, and then the next week they're saying that marijuana is good for you, and then on the fourth week they're right back to the first week saying don't touch it, it's a terrible drug. Make up your mind. Half the world doesn't care about marijuana, half the other world does. You then get people discussing about whether or not you should eat meat, whether or not you should eat sugar, whether or not you should eat salt, whether or not you should or you shouldn't smoke, whether or not you should get up in the morning, whether or not you should go to bed at a reasonable time. The technology that's coming out, is it hindering us? Is it moving us forwards? Yes, on both. What the hell, people? Really, seriously, is this what people get up to most of the day? Talk utter BS to each other about relationships and about the news that they've read in something like The Sun or The Daily Star or The Guardian or The Times or if it's really bad, if they are utter morons, Fox News. You know the kind of people I'm talking about. The hell? Stop talking utter crap that our parents used to talk about, alright? The point of having kids is to educate them so that they understand everything that you have been through, so that they don't make the same mistakes, and if they do, they know how to deal with it, and so they can take what mistakes you have made and improve on it, and take the goals that you've achieved in your life and improve on them. It's the way it was for thousands of years with humanity. In a family, so you had a daughter, two brothers, a mum and a dad, say, and they needed to survive, they would find out which plants they needed to survive and what animals they needed to survive. They would find out how to grow them. They would grow them, they would eat them, and then they would enjoy the world out there. If God created a world full of these rich and amazing sights and sounds, why would he then say, nah, but to enjoy it, you have to work till you're 65 and die at the age of 75? He wouldn't. He would say, here you go, here's something nice to enjoy, here's how you can enjoy it, now go out and live your life, because that's the purpose of it. Not to sit around talking bollocks that half the people don't care about, and the other half don't even know about. I mean, don't talk to people that do not smoke cannabis about smoking cannabis, because they do not know a damn thing about it, because they have never done it. I would rather take advice about why you shouldn't smoke cannabis from somebody who used to smoke it and then stopped because of personal reasons than someone who has never smoked it and is just projecting second-hand views with second-hand news onto you. Stuff off, mate. I'll find out for myself. I'll educate myself within the world around me to actually find out what I enjoy, what I like, and how I want to live my life. Politicians, priests, or your mum or your dad or anyone, they aren't there to tell you how to live your life and what you should and shouldn't be doing. As parents, they are bringing on their unique life onto yours so that you can then grow further than they have reached. And if they're there going, don't use the technology, don't do this, don't do that, I don't want you watching this, I don't want you finding out about that, no, don't read this, it isn't for you. Then, by the time they're 25, they'll only just be finding out about this. That's 25 years of their life that they have wasted away. They haven't wasted it away. Grown-ups have made them piss it away. And then as soon as they become grown-ups, the people in charge, who quite frankly shouldn't be in charge at all, then tell them you have to work for the next 50 to 60 years to make a meagre living just to keep a roof over your head, and will annoy you enough so that you are so filled with anger and hatred that when you do have children, you'll spend half the time saying no and yelling at them, making sure they stay within this nice little box of the working people that pays us taxes so that we can give them to the big massive corporations, of which will then give us back even bigger taxes. That's how politics work. It's all bollocks. It is all bollocks. Every bit of it. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. See, this is why I like video blogging, because you can get this out. Because if I couldn't get this out, I'd be annoyed for the rest of the day. And this is why I like the internet community, because they have comments and opinions. They just get on with it, and they do it. And that is the meaning of life. That's the purpose. To have it, and if you have it, you get on with it. And you go further than your parents have gone before, once they have given you all their memories and thoughts along the way. Evolution, with every egg and sperm, are memory cells. Basic means of living, such as breathing, is passed on, but along with that are also some inheritant genes and memories, such as what they have been. And it is there's also memory cells in your heart as well. Can you believe it? They're passed on to the next generation. So the next generation does have a bit of a thought of what their parents have already been through. The world and humanity will not advance if we keep bitching about everything. The people who have made a success in life have looked at things and gone, how can I change this? And if I change it, is it better? I don't know. Let's try. So please try to stop talking so much bollocks and look for what you love to do in life. In fact, write it down on the comments section. What you love about your life, what you like to do, what your interests and hobbies are. Have a good conversation about them rather than every other conversation you will normally have. Because if you look back at the day, you won't remember any good conversation. I mean, think of right now the last really good conversation that's stuck in your head. And if you can think of it like that without having to spend more than a split second thinking about it, let us know. But if you can't, that means you haven't had one. And you need to have a good conversation. Whilst you end up talking to yourself. No, you don't. Yeah, you do. You insist. But these have been my What the Fuck Wednesdays. Remember to enjoy, share, like and subscribe and comment. Follow me on Twitter at Jeccles Sixtynine. Until next time, check out the rest of my channel for some more great videos. Take care and bye.